Hey guys, Lelaine Art Geek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to Ocala Comic-Con this weekend in Ocala, Florida. It is going to be my very first Ocala Comic-Con experience, so I'm really excited to be there. I haven't been to a convention since July, which is actually crazy to me. I also haven't vlogged in a little bit either, so I am really excited to get back into the swing of things and vlogging. Definitely need that support, and I definitely want to see you guys again, so I hope you guys can come out. Everything is in the car right now except for the suitcase, which I have here next to me. I do have to rearrange it a little bit, and then I'm gonna put that in the car, then pack the rest of my belongings, and then yeah, then we're on the road. Thankfully, because of where I live now, because I did move earlier in the year, Ocala is now an hour and a half away, whereas where I used to live before, it was over 2 hours. I love that time difference, and I love how short the drive is. It's actually insane how short this drive is compared to my drives from the past few conventions I've done so far. I am excited, and I'm going to continue packing and everything, getting everything ready, and then I will either see you guys on the road or at the convention. Stay tuned for the rest of the vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I also forgot to tell you guys before I continue packing that I got my first tattoo. I cried a lot getting it, but I am so happy with it. And also it was because of Friday the 13th earlier in this month. Look, it's like a little boo. It's almost done healing, so it's looking really cute, and I love how the artist shaded the boo too. I thought it was just gonna be like regular line art, but yeah, my first tattoo, and I already have so many other ideas that I want to get as tattoos as well, so yeah, I'm really excited. I just wanted to show you guys. It's currently 6:36. We're supposed to be out here by 7, and I got here at 4:30-ish, actually a little bit before 4. And tell me how I just finished my grid display. I'll explain it a little bit more tomorrow because I'm kind of tired and I'm really hungry. But honestly, the fact that I pulled this off is crazy. But it did take me 3 hours, so I can't really be happy about that. But yeah, it's pretty much done, and then I'm gonna be doing some mini prints down here, and then my books here, and then this little open section is where my head will be taking transactions. But yeah, I'll explain more of the display sometime tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is day 1 of Ocala Comic-Con. I had to think about it for a second. I am here with the booth, and as you guys can tell, it is a completely new design. I'll show you guys when I get the chance to in a second, but I also want to mention that we had a pretty buggy situation this morning with our hotel room. It was full of ants and it got to one of our friends' food from last night, his leftovers. So we switched rooms, thankfully. But that was the first time I've ever had to deal with something like that. So that kind of annoyed me. Really exhausted right now. I'm trying to wake up with some coffee, but it's slightly working. But we are here in Ocala Comic-Con. I'm gonna try not to forget the name. I'm gonna show you guys the booth right now because I'm like actually really happy with it. Like I said, it's been since July since I've done a convention, so this is nice. It's nice like seeing it all put together literally last minute as well. So here is the new display. I'm very, very happy with it. So I will tell you guys something very quickly. The only reason why I have a new display here is because of my new keychain display. So I got some heart hooks. As you guys can see, I got some heart hooks off of Amazon and I clipped each keychain that I have in each of those, and honestly, I love the way they look, but the only downside is that because we have so many here, I had to literally, like, for 3 hours yesterday, I had to figure out how to display everything else. So thankfully, everything else is displayed. I didn't have to like remove any panels or anything. I didn't have enough of the blue panels though, so I had to improvise and it was kind of a struggle, but we are good to go here. And I have all my mini prints down here. I don't have my rack with me because I feel like because it's gonna be in a flat surface, I don't need it. So I'm glad I didn't. And I have my portfolio, mini prints like I mentioned, my 2 sticker books, and my standees. And yeah, and then I guess like the only downside I should have known is that my sticker displays are separate from each other. So if people are looking at stickers, I also have to tell them, oh wait, we also have some on this side too. So yeah, I feel like that would create a little bit of confusion, but I'm gonna try not to confuse them even more. And there's a car honking for some reason, but yeah, and they keep honking. Okay, anyways, so yeah, we're good to go, and hopefully day 1 is good. This is my first time at Ocala Comic-Con, so I wish everyone luck today. It's a mess right now, but this is what the back of it looks like. If I had more grids, there would be more dividers for sure, and like another tabletop setting, like something like this, but on both sides of the display in the back. I can't form words today. I'm sorry. I'm still tired, but yeah, everything is all good to go. I love the cubby situation too. I've been needing to make something like this for my display for like the longest, so the fact I have something here now is like really nice. It's very convenient, but I'm pretty much done with my display and I'm just going to be walking around and checking everything out, and yeah, and just waiting until it starts. So the con just started, and I don't know if you guys can see the back over here. So it's a little bit like there are crowds in one section and then there are no crowds in other sections, and so it's still kind of empty, but it's getting there. I can see it getting picked up. I also wanted to mention that I still have some decals here that haven't been sold, and they're all Nobara. And I also have one more enamel pin. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have one more enamel pin. I might discount this because it hasn't been selling for like the last 3 cons, I believe, and same with the Nobaras. Like I feel like I can give them out as like gifts or freebies or something, but yeah, kind of just like a few thoughts here and there. And I already had one sale, which is fantastic, so thank you for that. I believe the hours are 10 to 6 today. Yeah, I really hope that it goes well, and I will catch you guys in the next update when a couple of hours have passed. Thank you! double checking, is it gonna be cash or card? Card? Okay, give me 1 second. All right, for 2 prints with tax, it's gonna be $12.72. And did you need your receipt?
No, sir.
All right, and you are all set.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, thank you. And is it gonna be cash or card? Cash? Perfect.
Just trying to situate myself.
You are fine. You're good. You're good. So they're like blank pages, but they're like the same type of paper as like the backing of a sticker, so that you can just stick on them and then you can remove them as many times as you like, and it keeps its stickiness. So it's like a collecting book for stickers. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, thank you. Had to put my hair up because it is starting to get hot in here. There are lots of crowds in this small building. Ever since the last time I've talked in the vlog, I've had back-to-back sales like crazy. Very grateful for that, thank you. A good amount of people have asked me about my Scott Pilgrim big prints, and unfortunately I thought I restocked. I didn't. So I only have the small prints, which is sad, but it's okay. It's my fault, and I'm trying to now double check my inventory to see if I'm missing anything. So yeah, I just want to update you guys and say that it has been going really well. I did make back table, by the way, and good vibes here. So thank you. Hello everyone, update time. It is 5:15. I'm not sure if you actually are able to see that, but it's 5:15. My tattoo is itchy right now, but I know I can't scratch it. I am pretty satisfied with the day, even though I expected this convention, at least for day 1, to be like not as good as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't like extravagant or anything like that, but it was like enough to get my table back, get hotel back, and have a good amount of change left over from that. So, and this was just day 1. My goal is to make a K for the weekend. I'm very exhausted and I am ready to go to, I think we're going to a friend's house tonight, one of Ivan's friends, and we're just gonna be hanging out, playing games, relaxing, having pizza. I hope you all have a good night, and you'll see some clips of the hangout for later. But other than that, I probably won't talk to you guys until tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll see you then. Good morning everyone. It is day 2 of Ocala Comic Con and also the last day of Ocala Comic Con. I will definitely talk more about what happened last night at the hotel because the situation did not get any better. I want you guys to just stay tuned until the very end because it is kind of a longer story. I was actually pleasantly surprised about how much I earned considering that I thought that this was going to be a smaller Comic Con. I earned back my table and then a good amount after that, but I'll be more specific about my numbers once the second day is over. I am really grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. I've already had a couple of people already come up and say hi and tell me that they watch my videos, which I will never get tired of. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I will definitely talk more after the convention because I don't think I'm ever going to stay at this hotel again. I know that my friends are feeling really bad about it too, but it's not anyone's fault but the hotel. And it's sad, and I want to give a good amount of information about it too, so that if you guys ever consider doing like conventions with these types of hotels, that you guys know what to look out for and stuff. So yeah, just food for thought, and more information on that later. Day 2 will start very soon. Also, I think this newer setup is a really good idea because I feel like it's attracting a lot more people. I think the only critique I have for myself is I would raise this whole row up more and also combine these sticker grids together. I don't know why I made them like this because I should have known from the perspective of the customer if they wanted to look at the keychains, especially down here. But I was in a rush and kind of stressed and frustrated, but we got it done, and a lot of people did think that this was a better layout, which I am grateful for. But yeah, I'm even proud of myself for this, and I do have a convention next weekend, Anime St. Pete, so I will rework my display to where this is more visible and these sticker grids are all together in one spot. And yeah, and we'll go from there. But I do like that I have more of a kind of like a divot here. I didn't really think of it until I had to figure out, wait, I need to put more of these print grids somewhere, and I'm like, wait, I could connect the two. So yeah, that's my whole thought process with everything. I'm gonna figure this whole display out by next weekend, but honestly, it should be okay, and I hope you guys like it.
He recorded by 2 people, and now he just got in front of Elaine. It's day 2 Sunday. Hopefully today's better than yesterday. I told you how I felt. And now I don't like this. There's 2 cameras, and now Phil's looking at me. Oh, yeah. All right, we're done. Stop, Phil. Don't record either. Okay, give me this. There you go. I saw her.
And did you also want me to put a business card in here for you as well? And is it going to be cash or card? Card? Alright, so it's going to be $7.42 with tax. Alright, you go ahead and remove your card. And did you need your receipt?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you. UG Megami Gojo? Yeah, did you want them all in a bag? Alright. And that's gonna be 10. Will it be cash or card? Cash, alright. Perfect. And that's 5, and then the rest on card? Alright. Alright, did you need your receipt? Sounds good, you guys are all set. Of course, thank you guys. For some reason, the entire weekend, the card reader has been going on and off. I'm not entirely sure why, but it has. Thankfully, it hasn't caused like a big problem. I just had to like wait until it connects again, but it just keeps disconnecting and I don't know why. So maybe it's the venue, but in the past, it hasn't had a problem until now, so I don't know what's going on, but I mean, we're good. We're good for now. I was about to start packing because it's a little bit after 4, so we needed to start packing now, but oh my gosh, I forgot her name. I didn't ask for her name, but she's a vendor here and she made me this little pouch. If you're watching this, please let me know what your name is so that I can shout you out, but this is so cute. Eventually I want like a picnic basket tattoo design to put on myself. So the fact that like she made this is so like, it's so nice and so heartwarming and I love it. So thank you for this. I'm definitely gonna start using it probably for either my pencils or like my electronics. I'm not sure yet, I'll think about it, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome to the ending segment of the video where I talk about my thoughts and feelings about a convention and whether or not I would go again. So let's go ahead and get started. For context, and I guess a disclaimer as well, I will be talking more about the hotel situation rather than the actual convention itself. I know that's gonna sound really weird, but trust me when I say that this is probably the worst hotel experience I've ever experienced. It doesn't matter if you're going to a convention or if you're just traveling or going to another event, I wish this upon no one because this was just bad all around. I do want to talk more about it because I feel that it is important to talk about it, and it really did shape my perspective of this weekend, but it has nothing to do with the actual convention because I do have good things to say about it. I just want to let you guys know that before I continue on with the ending segment. Just in case if you guys are curious, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the convention and then I will talk about the hotel experience. For starters, the convention itself was really lovely. I do feel that it reminded me more about Bold Matsuri and Collective Con, which it makes sense because these three conventions are all run by the same person and the same group. So I understand why it feels that same type of feeling. There were peak hours in the day where there were a ton of people in the room, but then obviously later on in the day, there were less crowds and a lot more like individual people walking around, and it's, you know, it felt really slow. So that's just kind of the vibes I get from these types of cons, as well as the amount of money I've made. I feel that like there's a pattern here where I think I'm making like literally the same amount at every single con, like that's run by this group. For this convention specifically, I made around $1,200. That's gross, not net, so I have to figure that out right now. But I will put the full amount on the screen here as well as my expenses. For the hotel expense, that's kind of like my overall idea of how much I will have to spend, but I hope I don't have to spend it. I hope no one in my group has to spend it. The amount that I earned at this convention, I really do feel that it did cover both table and expenses altogether, as well as other bills I have to pay. Super grateful for that, especially since this convention was only like an hour and a half away, which I do feel at this point in my career that an hour and a half is like nothing to me now. And the people there are always so nice and so supportive. You guys are amazing. I will never stop saying that. Thank you, thank you. Right now, I will talk about the hotel situation. I feel that I shouldn't say the name of the hotel because I don't want them to look at this video, if they ever do look at this video, like see my review on it and kind of like call them out, I guess. For the sake of not wanting that to happen, I will keep them anonymous. We stayed there Friday night and Saturday night, and so yesterday, which was Sunday, we checked out. When we first got into the hotel room, I was the first one that noticed that there were ants all over the bedside table, and not all over, but like there were like 4 that I saw, and I was like, okay, I know that Ocala does have like a big ant problem. I'm not like surprised about it. Context as well, because you guys did see this earlier in the video that we had hibachi. So we had leftovers sitting on the table underneath the TV in the front, and we just set our food there. I think my food and Elise's food were in the fridge, while our other friend Josh's food was sitting on the table side under the TV. We went to bed. When we woke up, we took our time in the morning to get ready for the convention. But then afterwards, that's when I noticed in Josh's leftover box, there were a ton of ants. And there were a lot. We decided to talk to the front desk and we were like, hey, there's a ton of ants here and we want to switch rooms. They were like, okay, we'll switch rooms. This was in the morning of day 1. And so we switched rooms. This was my first regret. Okay, this was my first regret. I wish that I would have taken a video and taken pictures. That was my first regret. Even though the front desk people did believe us, I also felt that we needed to collect evidence anyway, and I regret it. When we came back from the convention, we actually hung out with our friends at their house, and then we came back to the hotel, and I did notice again that there were a couple of ants. And so we were like, okay, this is crazy. There's a big ant problem here. Went to the front desk again, and we were like, is there a way that we can just switch rooms again or just have it sprayed down? And so they were like, you know what, let's have someone come over there and spray it down for you guys. We had someone come over, and it was a really grumpy old guy. The moment he came in, he just had attitude. He had attitude. And I had to be the one to explain the situation because I was the first one that noticed the ants, right? And so I explained the situation, and even before I finished my sentence, he was like, well, maybe you shouldn't have food in this room if you don't want ants. You shouldn't have food sitting on the table if you don't want ants. I literally was so shocked that he said that. It's not our fault that we had ants in the room. Even before we got there, it's not our fault that even before we checked into the hotel that there were ants there. And then he made this comment as well saying, it's Florida, you should know that there's gonna be bugs out if you leave food. I know that. I live here. I live in Florida. I get it. I'm not gonna fluff this up because it actually did make me really upset, but he really did act like I was stupid. He really did think that I didn't know this. He then went on to spray the room, but he sprayed under the air vent, which then made the entire room smell like Raid. And so we were like, okay, we need to switch rooms again immediately. And we went to the front desk and we were being a little bit more aggressive this time. And so they finally decided to just give us another room on the 2nd floor. Before they did that, they gave us a room, but it was the same room as the first one where it had the problem in the first place with the ants. We can't win here. We can't win. We finally went up to the 2nd floor. Our room was a lot better. Honestly, if they would have just put us in the 2nd floor of the hotel, we would not have this problem at all, but guess what? It did, it happened. We're really hoping that we don't have to pay for this hotel visit at all. I really hope that we can get it for free. Like I said earlier, I do regret not taking pictures of the ants or, providing proof because that really would have helped this out a little bit more. Long story short, we've had a really bad hotel experience at this location. If you see a problem in your hotel room, make sure you take pictures and record that to show to the front desk in case they don't believe you. All of us feel really bad about it, but it's no one's fault but the hotel's. I'll say that much. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this segment of the video. I hope that you enjoyed the vlog overall. I will have more video content coming soon, which I'm really excited for. This past weekend that just happened, I think it started the first few days of fall, which I'm so incredibly excited about, and I have a lot of content that I want to do for fall, and I hope you guys will stick around for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.